Alrighty, guys, it is 3:30 this Friday, February 6th, and we got a market holding on to their gains, at least for now. I'm getting a little bit more optimistic that they can hold on to this. It would be a pretty rough half hour if they're going to run it all the way down here or create something crazy on the downside. So it definitely feels very much like a risk-on kind of a bounce, dead cat bounce in the overnight, kind of turn into a little bit of strength, a little bit of net buying, bargain hunting, and I'm taking it. I'm liking it. So I've been watching it. I haven't really been engaging it too much. I mean, we are right back here to the attractor at 69.50. I'm just kind of hoping that they're going to keep this together next week. Going into next week, we'll see if they can hold on to this, not just absolutely fall apart. Maybe this was the beginning of February kind of shakeout. Maybe it's going to just be like this all freaking February. Remember how it was when the first in April last year when the tariffs came out? They were one day was like this, the next day was all the way back down again. I'm hoping it's not going to be the same, but so far earnings have been pretty good. I mean, the only thing that bulking out is the AI spend. I mean, Amazon came out, it's going to spend 200 billion on AI stuff. So yeah, they're bulking on that. But if you look at the bigger picture, the earnings has been pretty darn good. So I mean, there's some foundation for this to kind of hold together. But as I said, February, March, it tend to be kind of crazy. You never quite know how it's going to go. And the sell-off like this they had the last few days has been nothing but kind of a scare, like a shake you, wake you up from your slumber, if you wish. So starting off on the long side of the market, if they for some reason close below this area down here, the 68.80 to 90s, the 68.80 here and up to 6900, these two support areas. If both of them comes out, I'll start from the short side. Otherwise, I'll start a range bound and then see if they can hold on to these gains. That's how I'm getting started on the ES going into the overnight. No trades on the ES for me, no trades on anything for me today. When they started off like this, I kind of gave it up. Nasdaq, as you can see in the afternoon, it's not by it's ES2 sloppy, not there. It's kind of drifting higher, so you have the opportunity to get long on the pullbacks here for sure. It just you just had to be kind of into it and you know just kind of sat on the sidelines today, especially when I had this crazy Nasdaq stuff. Nasdaq would have been a good one, but you can see how it's whipping back and forth here. So from the high at here, it's like 25,120. The low here is 25,70. So it's like 50-point swing times four. For 5 times 4, it's 250 tick, 250 tick swing. So I'm trading with an 80 tick stop. It just unless you hit the edge really on the button, this churning back and forth just whip you out. So that's why I haven't been engaging it. A little bit too volatile. We'll see if it settles in a little bit, goes back to a little bit normal volume and be a little bit more on top of it. So far, it looks to me like we have 1.9 billion contracts traded on the micro Nasdaq, which is less than the 2.6, 2.7 we had the other day. So a little bit less volatility, but still out there. On the upside, we're still holding on, and we are back up here. And on the Nasdaq side, in the bigger picture, we're just at that edge, we're just at that reverse retest still. So Nasdaq got some work to do. If they can get up above this area, the 25,000 to 25,200, these three levels here, then we'll be in better shape. We are right up here in this upper edge. And as I said, I would be looking for shorts up here right now. The rotation's down. That would be my default trade. And then let's see if they can bust through it. But then again, there's no rush to do either. Just have to let the trade develop a little bit. Definitely on the Nasdaq side. Yeah, on the Nasdaq side here, you had an opportunity getting short against at the 120s, maybe up to the 160s, 170s here. But these three areas are the one I'm watching, and right now they're right smack in the middle here. So we'll see if they can get up above this area, the 170. I think I'm going to be more optimistic about going back more range bound. But for the day session, we are leaning long. I mean, it's still trying to take it higher till it's not failing. So I would look to buy the pullbacks. Not now, though. It's getting late in the day, but that's what I've been all these fake ass sell-offs looks like they're taking it lower. It just turns into a little rally. So, but they're pretty brutal. So If you try to get short here on this rotation down, it's 70. They took it all the way down to 55. That's 15 points. And then straight back out. Look at that. You get on the wrong side of that. You try to buy that thing, you can get shaken out and then see it run higher. Or if you try to get short on the pullback here, then you just end up with they run you out. It's just gnarly. So I mean, that's why I haven't done much with it. And then on the bond side of things, they kind of died off. They've been drifting higher, so they ran it lower. No real opportunity the way I saw it today. They, I guess, after the fact, is buying this level, the 09s would have been decent, but they took it a little bit lower, back up here, it kind of stalled. I was holding out for a retest of that 07 level, but never happened. So never tried anything on the bonds right now. Here at the 2 o'clock, selling the 17s is definitely an opportunity. But when it looks like this in the afternoon, yeah, it's drifting higher like that. These stalls looks pretty obvious, but I would not be that aggressive on them. I'm looking at the market, which is moving a little bit, and then stalls, and then gives you a couple of bars of stall. That's when it's more of an opportunity. So it's not an impossible trade by any means at 17s, but I would not be surprised if the drift is all the way up here to the highs. So not looking for a retracement here. So hence not taking that trade. All right, so that's bonds. I was there start off range bound, pretty tight range on the bonds today. Then did not. They started retracing these single print Cs, has not done it yet. So well, that may still be something to look for. All right, back to the ES and the Nasdaq, and we're just kind of flopping in the range here. So watch that last 10, 15 minutes here now when they hit the 10 to 4. That would be if they knock it down from there, or if they're gonna maybe pop it. We'll see. Give you an indication what's going to happen on Monday. Alrighty, guys, we'll leave it there. Good trading. I haven't taken any trade today. Probably good idea because I probably got them whipped up a bit, get caught up in the motions, and get myself in trouble. So I mean, I can always increase my tick size, my stop size to a much larger stop, but it's just whipping too hard back and forth. So I took one trade on a different account, and I was like. And you see the stop is just barely move. It's like so close it doesn't even look fun. It's like, okay, you can't quite do justice when you look at the bars, how much range there is on them until you click on a trade and see what an 80 tick stop really is. So anyway, we leave it there, guys. You guys have a great weekend. I'll see you back on Monday. Right, later.